Hi everyone, this is Maya from Inspired Life. Welcome to Aligned Living by Design. Today I'm bringing you September numerology forecast, so let's get to it. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Maya. I'm a holistic coach and healer, and on this channel I share tips on personal development, meditation, EFT tapping, law of attraction, and lots of fun things, as well as vlogs from my personal life in order to inspire you to pursue your passions and live in alignment with your purpose. So if any of this resonates with you, come join the family, hit the subscribe button below and the bell to get notified when I upload next. I have some juicy stuff coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. So I'm gonna start with the general vibe of this month, and then I'm gonna share 5 tips on how to make the most of this month's energy. September is number 6, which is all about self-love, priorities, and balance. Last month we may have had some changes, we got some new insights, perhaps it was a little bit more fast-paced month. And as in life, we go in cycles, so this month may seem a little more slowed down, especially because we have a Mercury Retrograde coming up. But do not fret, because you will still be able to get stuff done as long as you prioritize. Now, this is the key word for this month, so write it down because I'm gonna talk more about it in just a moment. Last month was 5, which is in the middle of the cycle, so you had the opportunity to kind of explore new things, and now you get to choose whether you want to continue down the same path that you were on in the past few months, or you would like to switch things up. And it's a good opportunity to do that, and it's kind of like a new beginning of sorts. So here are my 5 tips on how to make the most of this month. Tip number 1 is prioritize self-care. I'm here to remind you that taking care of yourself is not selfish. Okay, when you have your needs and wants taken care of, you are going to show up for others in a much better way. When you're feeling good, when you're feeling happy, serene, and calm and content, then people around you feel it too. So everyone pretty much benefits from this. Think about how you can introduce some self-care routines, maybe some new ones that you've learned last month, or taking some time for yourself, reading a book, going to a spa, or in whatever way resonates with you. Another way that you can take care of yourself is by setting clear boundaries. It's okay to say no. You are not here to serve everybody. And if it doesn't resonate in this moment, it's okay to set those clear boundaries. I will tell you from my personal example. I was a people pleaser. I don't like conflict, so I used to say yes to everything, even when it didn't feel right. When I started setting my boundaries very clearly, then I noticed that people would treat me with more respect. In this way, you are teaching people how you'd like to be treated, because if you don't care and if you don't treat yourself with respect, how can you expect others to do that for you? And mind you, not everybody is an empath and doesn't really get these subtle signs. So if you have not clearly stated what works for you and what doesn't, where that line is, well, now is the time to do that. Preserving your energy, taking care of yourself will just benefit you in the long run, so make sure to fill your own cup first. Tip number 2 is find balance. As I said, balance is key word for this month and also for this whole year, which is number 6. So we have a double 6 going on, which means that achieving balance will be really important this month. So if you're a workaholic and you find yourself overworking, or you are a procrastinator and keep postponing things for tomorrow, neither extreme is actually good. Try to find some balance in between. Again, prioritize, delegate when possible, and just organize your time so you can preserve your energy for things that do matter, that you can get done, and all of the rest delegate or just let go. So if you are a control freak, like I used to be, by the way, and if you think that it will get done properly only if you do it, I advise you to try letting that concept go. And also, if you are used to fixing other people's problems and just solving everything, I want you to think about this for a second. Is this really for the highest good of all? When something like that arises, also think about, is this for the highest good of this person? Because when you do everything, you're not really giving others a chance to learn something for themselves. And it is quite empowering when you get the opportunity to actually learn something and go through the experience yourself. Even if you fail, you are learning through that. So think about that. Do the people around you who you're doing all the work for benefit from that? And is it really the best thing to do? Sometimes it is, okay? But sometimes might be better to let them figure it out themselves. So it's really up to you to tap into that feeling once you're in the situation. Before automatically saying yes to everything, make sure to just kind of see if this feels aligned or not, and then make a decision. And altogether, it's important to work smarter, not harder. That will be your guideline for this month. Okay, let that sink in. Tip number 3 is act from love. Aim to be in your heart space this month and act from loving kindness. And I know that's not easy all the time. It is a practice. But it's really important to tap into that beautiful loving energy, because love is the most powerful force in the universe and can move mountains. And when you are aligned with that loving energy, everything flows with ease. Just think of this: whatever you put out there comes back to you equally and sometimes even multiplied. So if you put all of these loving seeds out there in the world, just imagine how much you can get in return. But here's the catch. Don't expect it to come back to you. The key here is to really do something out of love without expectations. And that's when it's gonna come back to you. Letting go is not always easy. And I see it often. People love helping other people, but then they get resentful or angry because they're not getting anything in return. Don't expect it. Just tap into that joy of giving generously, without hesitation, without expectations. From my experience, whenever I tap into this loving energy and just give generously without any expectations, I get so much more back. And I'm not doing it because of that. It literally just makes me feel so good. So focus on doing things out of love, staying in the heart space as much as possible. And I know it might be tricky with Mercury Retrograde, where we may have a lot of glitches and communication breakdowns. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be patient. And remember, it's not always about you. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. And that's kind of the recurring pattern when it comes to Mercury Retrograde, because oftentimes we have so many misunderstandings and we take it so personally. But the thing is, it's not always about us. Mostly it isn't. So just tapping into that loving energy, being patient, sending love to all the people, even the ones that annoy you. When you're aligned with this beautiful energy, you can only receive beautiful blessings and things can really work out. So try it as much as you can. My tip number 4 is reinvent yourself. As I said, you can change the path that you're on this month. It's a good time to launch your business, present a new offer, or even just get a hairdo. It can be big or small, but in whatever way you wanted to present yourself in a different light, it is a good time to do that. This month's energy kind of supports you on that journey. Go for it and see what happens. I want to just remind you, don't worry about other people and what they may think about that. That is really none of your business. Trust me, when you show up with joy and excitement, people will feel that energy. And when you're coming with this beautiful energy, it can only work out. So step up, be brave, and go for it. And my final tip for today is choose your responsibilities wisely. Not everything is your job. You don't have to do all of it, and you don't have to do it all by yourself. Delegate. Prioritize. What is your genius zone? Stay in the genius zone. Focus on the things that are meant for you, that you cannot delegate, and give up some of that control. It's not always your job to fix everything. This month, people may come to you for advice, for support, and help more than usual. So if that's your job, that might be a good thing for you because, you might have more clients. However, not everyone is your ideal client. So be vigilant here and choose wisely who you take up on as your client. And even if it's not your job, you're not here for everyone. And you're not everybody's therapist. Make sure that it feels aligned, that you have enough energy and you have the time to support this person, okay? And don't feel guilty about it. You really need to be mindful of your energy this month and everything will be okay. So altogether, take breaks, breathe, go for your new thing that you want to put out there in the world. Stay in your genius zone. You don't have to do it all. Monitor your thoughts because your energy will be magnetic, and whatever you focus on, you can bring into your reality. So be vigilant of your thoughts, of your energy, your actions, your words, all of it. It will influence what you can manifest this month. So focus on all the good stuff and you should be fine, okay? So I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you an amazing month, sending you loving energy, and I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.